Hundreds of thousands of retirees migrate to the Florida Peninsula every year, drawn by the promise of a year-round outdoor lifestyle. Yet, observational data tells a different story. A massive percentage of these older adults spend the vast majority of their days confined behind closed doors and air-conditioned rooms. The first biological barrier keeping them inside is extreme atmospheric moisture. When the human body tries to cool itself off, it relies on the evaporation of perspiration. But during the volatile wet season, high relative humidity halts this process completely. This chart plots air temperature against relative humidity to calculate the true heat index. If the actual temperature is 95 degrees with 70% relative humidity, the perceived temperature hits 124 degrees. At this extreme threshold, the body's internal temperature spikes, making heat stroke highly likely for older demographics. Then comes the biological assault. The region is a prolific breeding ground for hematophagous insects, specifically biting midges known as no-see-ums. Measuring less than 1/16 of an inch, a single bite from one of these invisible pests can trigger an extreme localized histamine reaction, causing severe sleep disruption and inflammation. Larger apex predators frequently breach residential boundaries. During the spring mating season, highly territorial American alligators are displaced from interconnected canals and frequently roam directly into residential neighborhoods. Without structural mitigation, the Florida backyard is biologically and climatologically designed to repel unprotected human habitation. The natural response is a permanent retreat indoors. When older adults surrender their patios to the elements, they adopt a highly sedentary lifestyle, frequently remaining stationary for up to 10 hours a day. This behavioral adaptation creates a dangerous physiological feedback loop. Circulation slows, cardiovascular efficiency drops, and the rapid degradation of neuromuscular balance drastically increases the risk of catastrophic falls. Beyond physical atrophy, human biology possesses an innate neurological requirement to connect with the natural environment, a framework known as biophilia. Being cut off from this connection induces a nature deficit. Clinical research shows that isolation from the outdoors spikes salivary cortisol levels, increasing systemic stress, and deprives seniors of the natural sunlight required to synthesize bone-strengthening vitamin D. Abandoning the outdoor living space is an active catalyst for measurable physical and cognitive decline. To safely merge the necessity of outdoor exposure with a hostile environment, the industry developed the structural aluminum screen enclosure, a selective semi-permeable membrane. Because the Florida Peninsula is a high-velocity hurricane zone, these structures face immense environmental stress. Engineers use site-specific 3D modeling to ensure enclosures withstand wind vectors up to 170 miles per hour. To survive this kinetic energy, primary extruded aluminum framing members must support a 300-pound vertical load applied downward without collapsing. Fabricating a frame capable of hitting these metrics requires heavy-duty drilling and the precise assembly of thick-gauge metal components on site. These are highly regulated architectural fortresses built specifically to withstand atmospheric violence. This aluminum skeleton's effectiveness relies entirely on the specific textile engineering of the screen mesh. Standard builder-grade fiberglass rapidly degrades under constant ultraviolet bombardment, losing up to 75% of its tensile strength within 3 years. To combat this, material scientists developed advanced polymer blends, utilizing a heavy polyester core coated in liquid PVC. Unlike rapidly degrading fiberglass, advanced polyester core screens maintain a burst strength of 190 pounds for over a decade, resisting severe winds. Furthermore, compressing the weave into a highly dense 20 by 20 configuration successfully blocks microscopic biting midges. The dense weave also provides critical thermal protection. Advanced solar screening blocks up to 97% of incoming UV radiation, physically dropping the internal temperature. The polymer mesh completes the residential microclimate, establishing a breathable, sterile boundary between the home and the harsh subtropics. The installation of this boundary establishes an entirely isolated sanctuary, safely restoring a direct biophilic connection to the natural landscape. It also delivers immediate economic relief. By intercepting heavy seasonal pollen and organic debris, the membrane stabilizes the water chemistry of the pool, saving homeowners thousands of dollars in annual chlorine treatments and hours of strenuous physical labor. This bar chart compares the financial return of standard home upgrades. Adding an engineered screen enclosure yields an extraordinarily high return on investment, recouping up to 90% of its initial cost at resale, and increasing the total market value of the property by 10 to 15%, vastly outperforming traditional interior remodels. By eliminating continuous maintenance liabilities, the structure pays for itself while permanently expanding the livable footprint of the home. Executing this level of structural engineering across the state requires specialized regional fabricators like Screen Factory Florida. Operating fully licensed and bonded across the Southwest and Central Florida corridors, they engineer highly complex, multi-story aluminum structures. Their modern panoramic designs utilize advanced load-bearing calculations to remove obtrusive vertical support bars entirely, maximizing the visual sightlines to the surrounding tropical environment. They maintain aggressive project timelines, guaranteeing completion within 30 business days, and provide extreme accessibility through 0% financing options. An engineered enclosure from Screen Factory Florida provides the definitive architectural solution to the subtropical climate, giving retirees a safe, permanent way to finally step outside and truly enjoy the environment.